Good morning guys, and welcome to Monday. I got so overwhelmed by everything that happened last week that I ended up Friday night with a migraine attack, and I've spent most of my weekend with my eyes closed and the curtains down. I am feeling better today, but it's the classic feeling of a hangover in my eyes. It's very typical for a migraine attack, but it is getting better. So for the next many hours I'm going to try to focus on work. There's a lot to do today. Sophie's going to come. I have come up with a fun project for her, but she won't be here for another hour, so I'm going to pack some orders, and my phone is on sound if I get an important call. I'm going to try to focus on work, okay? I know that there's another thing going on.
Ej, det ser virkelig hyggeligt ud. Sådan en stor have og sådan.
Ja.
Og små nicher og sådan noget.
Ja, det er sådan meget udendørs hyggeområder, ikke?
Øj.
Det her er så grunden.
Okay. Der er plads til mange
huset er her, og det er grunden.
Ej, hvor fedt. I skal have en havetomte så. Ej, det kunne virkelig blive fint, tror jeg.
Føles det okay?
Ja. Det er så fint.
It just got really dark. The rain is back.
Somebody turned off the light.
Yeah, it was crazy. Such a contrast.
Yeah, so now it's raining outside. So.
Yeah. And Sophie's still painting away.
It's really hard to paint actually, but I'm doing my best.
Yes, the first layer.
Exactly.
And then later we'll do some details.
And some colors.
Some colors. Yeah, maybe write something. Like, I have thought about maybe writing something up here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Like a statement.
Exactly.
Something.
Good
I don't know
idea.
what.
No, I'll be thinking about
Badass Bohemian.
Oh my god, it's raining much right now.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Poor delivery guy. Guys, welcome to a grey and rainful Tuesday. I have an update to give you, but it just feels so scary to say anything. The thing is that shortly after I ended last week's vlog, I got a call back from the real estate agent, and we ended up going forth and back on price point, terms, dates, everything, and around 5 o'clock we had agreed on everything and we had a deal. But it still feels very scary because nothing has been signed yet, and even after you've signed everything, both seller and buyer has 6 days to change their mind. But there is one thing that makes me feel a little bit more secure in all of this, and it's the fact that the seller has decided to take the house off the market to stop all of the viewings they had planned for this week. So unless something crazy is going to happen, we should be signing the papers at the beginning of next week, and yeah, then we bought a freaking house. But it still feels a little bit too uncertain to celebrate yet. And also there is so much to get done when it comes to listing this house and getting it sold, and hopefully make all of the dates work together. So that is also on my to-do list of the week. I'm going to have a visit by a real estate agent, and hopefully within a matter of a week this house should also be listed on the market. So things are happening, guys. It's really crazy and scary and everything at the same time. We have already looked at cats we want to adopt when we move, and yeah, I can already see the Christmas tree in the living room. It's a little bit wild. This is not easy. I just made myself shake up. It's just crazy that this dream is now so within reach, and there will be a place for my showroom. I'm finally going to bring my business home. Crazy times ahead, guys. And is that the sun peeking through the clouds? That's crazy. First layer already looks really good, Sophie, but I can't figure out if we should stick to white. Imagine with flowers up the sleeves, or should we add some color? What do you think? There are many layers left, but good job, Sophie. I think it looks really good. And now I'm going to shoot this week's vintage collection, a classic collection with so many lovely summer prints. Yep, let's get to it. My brain is massively wandering today. I'm going to need some music to stay focused on work, Elise. Need something like a good vibe to just help me. This is the first outfit.
It gets me almost every time in the midst of summer. Watching it in full bloom always makes me wonder when we were just kids, bare feet on warm asphalt.
This is indeed a very different week, and I'm trying my very best to to just take one thing at a time to not overwhelm myself. So the dishwasher is going, the washing machine is going, and my boyfriend is going to be back home from work in an hour's time. We're going to have a meeting with the real estate agent tomorrow that will possibly get the house up for sale. So there is some preparation to do, and yeah, we have a trip to the recycling station with a lot of sticks and cut-offs from the garden. And now that we are driving all of that away today, I thought it would be good to just clear out the flower beds in front of the house and make sure that the entrance looks great. It's really never been more tricky to try and live in the moment and work on putting your house up for sale before you've even signed the papers to your next house. It feels like we're really like trying to trust the universe. I'm not gonna think anymore. I'm gonna head out. Good morning, guys. The meeting is now just 1 hour away and I'm just getting the last things ready. I'm gonna need some curl cream, a bit of water. Be right back. The troll has left the building. Today is, by the way, not just interesting because I might get a step closer to listing the house, but my sister has her bachelor's exam today. So actually I have to finish up most work at around noon today, which has been a little bit testing throughout the week, but I'm getting there. So I'm going to wait for the real estate agent and update you afterwards. I am super excited to hear what he has to say on like price point and such. Yeah. It might sound a bit strange, but it was such a cozy meeting. It kind of felt like we were just hanging out for an hour or so, and it gives me such a good feeling in my tummy, thinking that these could be the ones showing off my house and possibly sell it. So it was a good experience. Now I just have to wait for a price point. They will get back to me throughout the day with a possible price. So that's interesting. And then yesterday I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any house related questions, and I thought I could answer a few of them now. I like this one because it's what was the one thing that made you think this is the house I want? And it's regarding the new house, of course. It's impossible to boil it down to just one thing. To me, it's kind of the same thing as finding a boyfriend. You can have this long list of things that you would like to tick off, but at the end of the day, it's all about what you feel in your guts when you're with that person, or what you feel in your guts when you are in that house. And I think the whole atmosphere, the decisions they have made in the house, like I like the kitchen, I like the vibe, it just feels so good in my tummy. So I don't think it's just one thing, it just feels right. And that's probably a boring answer. Will you have animals once you move into your country house? This has also been one of the most common questions while living here, if I was going to get any animals at some point. We are definitely going to get a cat or two when we move to the house. It's something we really look forward to and have already like looked at cats to adopt and like talked about names and what should they look like. It's yeah, we are going to get one or two, possibly two. I think it's going to be 2 cats. Do you plan to bring any of the furniture from your current home to the new one? Of course I am. Anything that fits will come with us, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be most things, especially to begin with. Like, we have to move in, and then it's not until you live there that you can see, okay, we might need a new table here, or it would look a lot better if this piece of furniture was bigger or smaller. So yeah, and also we're filling up a house that is over twice as big as this one, so we will be needing the furniture we have. Yes. There is a lot of questions regarding possibly getting married, but I have spoken of that before. So we'll end with this one. Does your boyfriend have the same taste in decor as you? He is, when it comes to like decorating, he is the typical guy. So I think when it comes to decorating, I will definitely ask him and he will have something to say, but it will most likely be my like suggestions and visions that we will go with. That is what I imagine. Like, if you just think about how little that has changed in this house since he moved in, I think he's pretty open to hear what I think. No is probably the answer, because decorating is not really something my boyfriend even practiced that much when he lived in his apartment. So yeah, I have some work to do before my sister's celebration. Oh, I need to prepare her present. Okay, gotta get going. Ooh. Yeah. I have now returned from my sister's bachelor celebration of part 1, and she passed and aced it completely. I'm really proud of her. We're going to celebrate her all day tomorrow with a party, so we need to make some dinner really soon. My boyfriend is going to come back home, and then I'm going to try to finish up work. It's been a little bit of a hectic week because I've actually only had 3 normal work days to do everything, and then there's also been so much going on, like when it comes to the house and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit all over the place again this week, but that is the reality of this weird in between, like signing, selling. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to see you next week, or we might sign papers, list this house. Yeah, it's really crazy times, but one thing at a time. That's really important. I'll see you next week. I'm hungry, a bit tired. Yeah, bye guys.